Good morning and welcome to the Lakeside Viking News. I'm Noah Milton and today is November 3rd. Let's get right into your brief LHS announcements. Election day is here, guys. As the late John Lewis said, the vote is precious. It is almost sacred. It is the most powerful, non-violent tool we have in a democracy. Go make your voice heard. You can find your polling places here at this address. Join Philanthropy Club if you're interested in helping your community through drives and fundraisers. There's an SAT prep course starting November 7th. Act now to reserve your spot. Click here at this address to register for this virtual SAT prep course. The course is scheduled for November 7th, 14th, and 21st from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. It will be taught by Mr. King and Mr. Wofford using Teams. Upon registration, you will be invited to join a Teams group called SAT Prep. The course costs $85 and includes 3 instructor-led classes, a premier study guide, and a wealth of useful tips. The Lakeside Music Department is selling poinsettias. The sale started last Wednesday, October 28th, and goes on through Wednesday, November 18th. These beautiful poinsettias come in 2 sizes, medium and large, and 2 colors, red and white. A great complement to any holiday decor. Plants are locally grown, so these are fresher than what you get at the big box stores. Support the LHS Music Department and buy some poinsettias from a music student. To order online, click here at this website, and on the order cart screen, please select the student seller. There is no shipping available. All plants must be delivered by an LHS music student. Questions? Email us at this email address. Calling all Shutterbugs. Are you interested in photography? Do you take tons of photos? We'd like to invite you to join the LHS Photography Club. Our first meeting will be on Wednesday, November 4th at 12 p.m. We will meet via Teams and plan on meeting every other week. Interested students should email Mrs. Slappy at this email address, and the link will be sent the day before the meeting. And now, for a moment of silence. All right, now to Braden with the news.
Hello Lakeside, I'm Braden and I'm here with your daily news brief. Millions of Americans have already casted their ballots ahead of Election Day, smashing mail-in and early voting records and raising election officials' hopes that the early vote totals will ease the potential for problems, chaos, and conflict at the polls today. States have set records for early voting totals, many approaching and in some cases even surpassing the total number of votes cast in 2016. Since voting began in September, there have been issues at the polls including hour-long waits, allegations of voter intimidation and suppression, but by and large, the worst fears of widespread problems or violence disrupting early voting did not materialize. Still, concerns persist that tensions over the bitter contest between Joe Biden and President Donald Trump could boil over Election Day. Whether or not during the polls or afterwards, the results are tallied. In Washington, D.C., businesses near the White House have been boarded up in anticipation of potential rioting and looting. DeKalb County officials are hoping an additional 9 drop boxes will help them recover a number of outstanding ballots that have yet to be turned in. The DeKalb County Voter Registration and Elections Offices announced on Sunday that they will be adding the ballot boxes. This will be in addition to the 26 boxes that are already in place throughout the county. The news comes as Georgia and other states have seen a surge in absentee ballots brought on, at least part of COVID-19. But even with the record number of ballots turned in, there are also many that are still in the community. DeKalb reports that the state is urging voters to use boxes if they don't plan to bring them in by hand on Election Day. Addressing some concerns about the box's security, and county reports that each drop box location is under constant surveillance at all hours. A full list of locations can be found right here. Now, to Miss Coberly with Tech Tip Tuesday.
Buenos dias a todos. Good morning, everyone. My name is Miss Coberly, and this over here is Hazel, my trusty sidekick while I'm here teaching you all virtually from home. But we are here today to give you your second Tech Tip Tuesday. Have you ever been in a live class when Microsoft Teams freezes, or you can't see the messages in the chat, or your sound or microphone stop working? I bet you have. So, these problems and others like them can put a damper on your day, cause frustration. So today I'm going to recommend 3 different ways you can troubleshoot problems like these and improve your live class experience. So hang tight while me and Hazel get you started. First tech tip to avoid problems with Microsoft Teams is to log out of your DeKalb County Microsoft account daily. Now there's two ways you can do this. If you have your email open like I do here, in the right hand corner you'll see your name, probably with a photo or maybe initials, and you'll click on that, left click, and then click on sign out. You can also sign out from Teams. So if you're in a class maybe and you have your Teams page open, you can do the same process. In the top right hand corner, you click on the photo or maybe the initial that's up there, and then you will click sign out. So that is how you sign out of your DeKalb County Microsoft account. You can also, it's also beneficial to restart your Chromebook. To do that, you'll hold down the power button until your screen shuts off, wait 30 seconds or so, and then press the power button again. Restarting your Chromebook always helps improve your Chromebook's performance for all applications, not just Microsoft Teams. So the second thing you can do on a weekly basis or so is clear your Chrome browser cache by following the steps here. By clearing your cache, there's just a lot of excess data and information that your computer stores and you don't even know it. And more often than not, this extra data floating around causes a lot of issues with Microsoft Teams and when you're in your live classes. So how do we get all this data and really just get rid of it? In the top right hand corner, you'll click the three dots right here, and then you'll scroll down to more tools, and then you'll click on clear browsing data. Now a new window will pop up and you'll have some different options here. I recommend, again, on a weekly basis, you can do the last 7 days, or I'm actually going to do all of the data that's ever been on my computer. And by data, I don't mean your files and things like that, okay? I mean the excess information that Chrome stores that you don't even realize that it does. And so you want to clear your browsing history, things like that, your cookies, and your cached images and files. Make sure all these are checked, and then click on clear data, and that will help your Chromebook run a little faster and help you with your live classes. Always make sure to only have 2 tabs open during your live class. So that would be your Microsoft Teams video and maybe Google Classroom or Verge, depending on your teacher. Having too many tabs open can cause your Chromebook to be slow and have more problems. If your teacher does put a link in the chat, always remember to hover over it and right click. And to right click on a Chromebook, you'll just take 2 fingers and tap the trackpad, and then always make sure to click open link in new tab to make sure that you don't accidentally leave your live video class. Again, this has been Miss Coberly, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and go Vikings!
That's it for today's Lakeside Viking News. Have a great Tuesday, and remember, you gotta go vote.